Cruise lines don't want you to know this. Every time you board, they already know which cabin will ruin your sleep, how to steer your gratuity dollars away from hardworking crew, and exactly how many overpriced cocktails it takes for you to lose money without you suspecting a thing. The truth is, 90% of passengers fall into silent traps laid right in the booking process, and that includes drink package math so brutal most people pay double what they should. Ready to find out the hacks that insiders swear by before you're trapped paying for someone else's mistake? Here's what the cruise industry hopes you never learn, and why beating their game starts before you even step on board. Hack number 1. Quiet cabins are the ultimate cruise cheat code. Most people pick their room based on price or a pretty ocean view, but the real game is played with the ship's deck plan. Here's how it works. Every cruise ship is a maze of hidden noise traps. Cabins under the pool deck get hammered by scraping deck chairs at 6 a.m., while rooms near elevators catch every late-night laugh and rolling suitcase. Want actual sleep? Scan the deck plan for interior rooms that aren't under public spaces, nightclubs, or kitchens. The best spots are midship, sandwiched between other passenger decks, away from the thumping bass and early morning cleaning crews. Some of these interior cabins are unicorns, bigger than standard, dead quiet, and cost less than the ocean view rooms everyone fights over. Now let's talk money. Prepaid gratuities sound like a favor. No awkward envelopes, no stress. But here's the catch. Tipping in advance is like rewarding a waiter before you've even tasted the food. Once cruise lines have your $14 to $20 per person per day, they've already banked your appreciation. If your steward disappears for 2 days, or your waiter forgets your drink every night, you've lost your leverage. Cruise lines love this system because it turns tips into a guaranteed revenue stream, not a reward for great service. Want to keep some power? Opt out of prepaid gratuities when you book, then adjust your tips at guest services during the cruise based on the service you actually get. Here's the pro move. Bring cash in small bills. Crew members, especially cabin stewards, work brutal hours for modest pay, and a direct cash tip means more to them than a split from the automatic pool. That steward who leaves towel animals on your bed? They'll remember you, and you'll notice the difference in how fast your requests get handled. Cruise lines may pressure you to keep everything on the card, but direct tips go straight to the people who earn them, not into a mysterious pool that covers everything from waiters to hotel services you never see. Bottom line, where you sleep and how you tip are your first 2 power moves. Pick your cabin like a pro, and don't let the cruise line turn your gratitude into just another line on their balance sheet. Hack number 3. Drink package math is where cruise lines turn happy hour into a high-stakes numbers game. On Royal Caribbean, that so-called deluxe package can run you $80 a day before they tack on the 18% auto gratuity. That means you're really paying more like $94 per person per day just for the privilege of not thinking about your bar tab. Here's the part cruise lines hope you never calculate. With cocktails averaging $14 each, you'd need to knock back at least 7 drinks every single day just to break even. And that's not counting port days when you're off the ship and your package is still ticking away. But wait, there's a catch buried in the fine print. If one adult in your cabin buys the drink package, every other adult of drinking age has to buy it too. Even if your partner barely touches a glass of wine, you're both on the hook. That's how a couple can end up shelling out over $1,300 on booze for a week-long cruise, whether they're party animals or not. Cruise lines love to frame these packages as unlimited fun, but the real math says most people lose money unless they're drinking like it's college spring break. Think you'll make up the value with specialty coffees, sodas, or bottled water? Not so fast. Most ships offer free coffee and tea, and you can always ask for ice water at any bar. Bottled water, soda, specialty coffee, often cheaper on their own. The package piles everything together to inflate the perceived value, but unless you're double-fisting cocktails from sunrise to midnight, you're subsidizing the heavy drinkers in the next cabin. Here's your power move. Before booking, check the menu prices and do the break-even math. If you're not hitting 6 or more cocktails a day, skip the package and pay as you go. And if you just want a few drinks, look for happy hour specials or bring the allowed wine on board. Bottom line, the drink package is designed to sound like a deal, but for most passengers, it's a profit machine for the cruise line. Crunch the numbers, keep your cash, and toast with what you actually want. Step onto any cruise ship on embarkation day, and you're instantly in the middle of organized chaos. Thousands of passengers dragging roller bags, clutching boarding passes, and eyeing the buffet like it's the last meal on Earth. The clock starts ticking the moment you hand over your suitcase to a porter outside the terminal. Here's where rookie mistakes turn into headaches. Most people slap on that flimsy paper luggage tag, staple it once, and hope for the best. But baggage handlers will tell you, those paper tags get torn off all the time. A porter grabs your bag, tosses it onto a cart, and if that tag rips, your suitcase is headed for the luggage jail holding pen. No tag means no cabin delivery, and you're left waiting hours after sail away, hunting for your lost swim trunks. Now multiply that by the scale. A big ship can process over 20,000 pieces of luggage in less than 2 hours. It's a bottleneck by design. Every bag, every tag, every handler racing the clock. Weather doesn't help. One rainstorm and those paper tags turn to mush, ink runs, and the information disappears. The fix? Invest in reusable waterproof tag holders, the kind you slide your printed tag into and snap shut. Less than $10 and your bag stands a fighting chance of actually making it to your stateroom before midnight. Pro tip, print 2 tags and stash a backup in your carry-on, just in case. But luggage is only half the battle. The real feeding frenzy starts once you're on board. The rookie move? Rushing straight to the buffet with everyone else. Picture hundreds of hungry travelers crowding a single line, grabbing a trace of food that have been sitting under heat lamps since 10 a.m. That's where norovirus outbreaks love to start. Shared tongs, sticky surfaces, and elbows everywhere. The buffet on embarkation day isn't a celebration. It's a waiting room for disappointment and cold fries. Here's how the insiders do it. Skip the buffet entirely and head for the overlooked venues. Most ships open up at least one specialty spot. Think pizza counters, poolside grills, or even the main dining room right away. These places are nearly empty in the first hour, so you get hot food, actual seats, and servers who still remember their own names. Watch where the crew sneaks off to eat. They know exactly when and where the fresh stuff gets put out. If you want to really win embarkation, check your ship's app or daily planner before boarding. Sometimes there's a hidden cafe or bakery open with 0 lines and the best coffee on the ship. And don't let anyone talk you into paying for embarkation priority, just to get to the buffet first. The real advantage is walking on with a small day bag, change of clothes, swimsuit, meds, while your main luggage catches up. That way, you're poolside and fed while everyone else is still in line for a lukewarm burger. Bottom line, convenience costs you control. Protect your bags, dodge the buffet stampede, and you'll start your cruise already ahead of the pack. Hack number 6. Room service used to be one of cruising's secret perks. Late night snacks, breakfast in bed, all included. Not anymore. These days, ordering a single plate of fries can set you back $7.95, plus an automatic 18% service charge. That's nearly $9.40 for a side you could have grabbed for free at the buffet. The fee doesn't budge, whether you're ordering a midnight feast or just a cup of coffee, and it's quietly tacked onto your account every time you pick up the phone. The kicker? That 18% tip is baked in, no matter how quick or slow the delivery. But here's the loophole. Most ships still let you order a basic continental breakfast via the door hanger menu, completely free, if you stick to coffee, juice, fruit, and pastries. Anything hot, and the fee kicks in. So if you want to wake up to breakfast without paying extra, fill out that card before midnight and hang it on your door. The cruise line banks on you not noticing the difference, but the savings add up fast over a week. Hack number 7. The photo trap. Cruise photographers are everywhere, at dinner, on the gangway, even waiting by the pool. They'll snap a dozen pictures before you can blink, then display them in glossy, oversized prints at $20 to $30 a shot. Digital bundles can top $200 for a handful of high-resolution files. Here's the dirty secret. Cruise lines pocket up to 70% profit on those photos. The actual cost to print or email your vacation memories is pennies. The real business is emotional upsell, catching you when you're sunburned, happy, and feeling generous. The smarter move? Use your own phone or camera for most shots. Ask a crew member or fellow passenger to snap a group photo. If you want a professional shot for the holiday card, wait until the last day. Photo galleries often run buy one, get one deals to clear unsold prints before disembarkation. Don't fall for the limited time only pitch. Those photos aren't going anywhere until the ship's next turnaround. Hack number 8. Watch for the convenience creep. Every time you swipe your cruise card, there's a chance a tiny fee is hiding in the fine print. Want bottled water delivered to your room? That's another $4 plus service charge. Need a specialty coffee from the cafe? Expect a premium price, even if regular coffee is free in the dining room. These micro charges are designed to blend into your onboard account, so you don't notice until the last night, when you're staring down a bill bigger than your original cruise fare. The pattern is clear. Cruise lines stack small charges in places you least expect, betting you'll trade a few bucks for convenience without thinking twice. The best defense? Scan your account daily, stick to included options when you can, and ask about free alternatives before you order anything to your cabin. Bottom line, convenience costs you control. The more you pay attention, the less you'll fall into the cruise line's web of hidden fees and emotional upsells. Hack number 9. Cruise lines love to talk about safety and convenience, but the reality is you're being tracked and monitored the minute you step on board. That fancy medallion or wristband isn't just your room key, it's a real-time data trail. Every tap at the bar, every time you enter or leave your cabin, every purchase is pinged straight to the ship's control center. Carnival's Ocean Medallion, for example, uses NFC and Bluetooth to pinpoint your location within a few feet. Royal Caribbean's WAP-EAU band does the same. Why? So they can push targeted upsells and offers right when you're most likely to buy, and so staff can find you for that special invitation or last-minute spa deal. The ship's app logs where you linger, what you order, even who you're traveling with. That's not convenience. It's surveillance dressed up as a perk. Think you can hide out in your cabin? Not so fast. The peephole in your door works both ways. Under the right lighting, a $30 reverse peephole viewer from Amazon lets anyone outside see straight into your room. Cruise lines are required by law to install peepholes, but they're not required to block them from the hallway side. Portable covers exist for a reason. If you value privacy, slap one on the moment you board. The Do Not Disturb sign, it's more of a suggestion than a rule. Crew supervisors carry master keys that override deadbolts, mandated by federal law for emergencies, but used for routine safety checks and sometimes just to keep housekeeping on schedule. There are documented cases of supervisors letting themselves in, even when passengers were inside and the deadbolt was thrown. The bottom line? Your cabin door isn't as private as you think. Here's how you take control. Cover your peephole and don't leave valuables in plain sight. If you want to limit tracking, ask about disabling location features in your app or medallion. Some lines will let you toggle those settings. And if you ever feel your privacy's been breached, report it immediately at guest services and document everything. The ship's data trail works both ways. If you know how to use it, you can hold the cruise line accountable for oversteps. On a ship built to watch you, the smart move is to watch right back. Hack number 12. The hybrid tip. Cruise lines want you locked into their automated gratuity system. Set it, forget it, and move on. But the real pros play both sides. Here's how. Leave the automatic gratuity in place for most of your cruise, but slip your favorite crew member a small cash tip on day 1. A 20 for your steward, a 10 for that bartender who remembers your drink. Doesn't have to be flashy. Watch what happens. Suddenly, your ice bucket never goes empty, towels multiply, and you're getting insider tips on the quietest pools or the best times to hit the gym. Crew testimonials say upfront cash tips often lead to surprise extras: a bottle of wine, priority laundry, or a secret dessert delivered after hours. The auto pool keeps you in the system, but a little cash makes you unforgettable. Hack 13. The last wave exit. Disembarkation day is when most passengers turn into anxious herds, crowding stairwells with suitcases at 7 a.m., desperate to bolt the ship. Here's the secret. Wait it out. The final disembarkation group strolls off an hour later, breezes through customs in under 15 minutes, and skips the 45-minute line that everyone else endured. Crew data shows the first wave of passengers faces the longest bottlenecks. Customs, porters, even shuttle buses jam up. By the last call, the chaos has evaporated. Have a late breakfast, linger over coffee, and let the ship empty out. Your bags are already sorted, your ride is waiting, and you walk off feeling like a VIP while everyone else is fighting for curb space. This is how you finish a cruise like an insider. The hybrid tip gets you the kind of service money can't officially buy, and the calm exit means you avoid the last stressful stampede. Crew members remember the guests who treat them like people, not just line items on a bill. And by skipping the mad dash, you end your trip on your own terms. Rested, unrushed, and just a little bit smug. That's the power move cruise lines hope you never figure out. Only $5.19 of Celebrity's $18 daily gratuity reaches housekeeping, one of many facts cruise lines rarely publicize. This documentary exposed how noise mapping, drink package math, and hidden service charges shape the passenger experience. Documents confirm that cruise RFID systems can log your location in real time, while master keys can override cabin deadbolts, raising privacy concerns. Despite public statements, cruise lines have not disclosed the full breakdown of gratuity distribution or the extent of data used for upselling. As laws like Seattle's port ban on mass facial recognition take effect, some privacy questions remain unresolved. For now, official policies and internal documents show that every booking, tip, and onboard choice is shaped by systems that favor the company's bottom line. The evidence is clear. On today's ships, knowledge is the only real upgrade.